Are you in a sexual slump? It's not unusual. In fact, it's getting more and more common. A study just released was talking about how this is just contributing to so many other health problems, and especially with mental health. Being connected intimately, physically, and emotionally is so important to one's health. And a sexual slump can happen whether you live on your own, or you're dating, or you're married, or you've been in a relationship forever, or you're a new widow or widower. The important thing is to understand that sexual health is part of your overall health. It Sexual health is so important to the immune system. It strengthens the immune system. It stabilizes mood. People who have sex and have a good sex life seem to do better with the stressors in life. And it also helps with your cardiovascular health. And so it's not to be taken lightly if you haven't had sex in 6 months to a year, whether you're single or married. If you're in a sexual slump, there's many reasons that can contribute to it. There's the obesity epidemic, diabetes. Maybe you lost your partner. Maybe you went through a bad breakup. Maybe college finances have put you in such a defeated spirit that you move back home and you're not seeing anybody. But if you're zoning out with video games and coming home from work and putting your feet up and watching TV and eating, that's not going to help anything. I'm going to give you 5 tips, 5 ideas that I want you to think about and then practice them, because this is not something you should ignore. If you say, I take good care of myself, sexual health should be part of that. The first thing is you're feeling as though you're just in a real dry spell, you haven't had sex and you're disinterested, that's the most important thing. Go to your medical doctor. Medical doctors are going to assess you on many levels. They're going to look at hormone levels. They're going to look at your cardiovascular health. They're going to look at your blood work and find out if you have diabetes, hypertension, or something's going on at a deeper level. It's a warning sign. You should be interested in sex even if you aren't having sex. Secondly, maybe go to a mental health care professional. I'm a sex therapist, and the majority of the things I see are not physical at all. They're all emotional. Resentment, maybe PTSD from a date rape or a rape. If you grew up being molested or you saw physical violence, these things are all going to make you feel disgusted with sex, and you won't have a sex drive. Also, little things like if there's, well, they're not so little, but if you've let your body go and you're no longer, like, you look at yourself and you go, oh my God, I look disgusting, that's going to take its toll on you feeling sexual and wanting to engage with someone. Determine what the stressors are and then do something about it. I mean, if you need a team, if you are overweight, join a health club, go to a gym. Put on walking shoes and just stay committed to 10 minutes 3 times a day. That can make a huge difference, improve your attitude and your feelings about your body. If you're stressed out about being so in debt, then go to a financial counselor. Put yourself on a budget. You can slowly make improvements with this. Nothing happens all at once. If you're an adult and you moved back home, move out. It's better to live in a 1-bedroom, very small apartment and have your identity and who you are rather than to stay with mom and dad. Because when you stay with mom and dad, it's too easy to continue playing video games and not contribute and change your life. Take social media breaks. Social media is great, don't get me wrong, but you have got to control it or it will control you. Real life is happening while you're playing with that screen. And lastly, plan a real date. It's scary, but I'm so amazed people don't know what a date is. A date is 90 to 120 minutes of eye-to-eye contact, of being together with someone, being vulnerable, sharing how you feel emotionally, and not having access to your phone. That's a real date. Oh, and you have to call the person, not text them, and you have to call it a date when you ask them out. And if it's someone you like, I would say do it in the next 2 to 3 days, or you're not going to do it. Remember, a sexual slump is normal, and everybody has them in their life. If you've been married more than 2 years, you're going to have one. But when you have a sexual slump and you find yourself being totally disinterested with sex or disgusted by it, that is not normal. You need to seek help.